Hello friends. So in the class what we have seen is that we saw the basics of clocks and some basic relations, and when we saw that one type of problem in which we had to find at what particular time the hour hand and the minute hand will coincide. For example, 4 to 5 at that time period, 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, what will be the time where the hour hand and minute hand will coincide. So that type of problems are over. Another type of problem which is usually asked in clocks is that what is the angle between the minute hand and hour hand at say 4:40. Okay, so this problem also we can relate it to our old example which I have always used here. So for example, let us do this problem first. A is at 60 km per hour, so it is starting at this particular position, and B has a little bit of advantage, and B is starting at 20 km, having a lead of 20 km from A, and B is traveling at 5 km per hour, and A is starting at 60 km per hour. So distance between A and B at the initial point is 20 kilometers. All right. So the question is, what will be the distance? What will be the distance between A and B? Okay, if A travels 40 kilometers. Okay, so A has reached the 40 kilometer mark here. So the question is, what will be the distance between A and B now? The concept is very simple here. So the time taken by A to reach 40 kilometers, how much it will be? It will be distance divided by speed, right? So 40 divided by 60. So 40 kilometers distance, 60 km per hour is speed. So it will be 2 by 3 hours. Okay, in 2 by 3 hours, A will reach 40 kilometers. Okay, so at that same time period, that is 2 by 3 hours, B also would have traveled a little bit, right? B is not standing there stationary. It will also travel a little bit. So the distance traveled by B in this particular time, in 2 by 3 hours. Okay, because 2 by 3 hours is the time in which A reaches 40 kilometers. So that same time B also might have traveled a little bit. So to reach will be equal to, what is distance? Speed into time. Speed into time. So speed is 5 kilometers per hour. Distance is, time is 2 by 3. So it is 10 by 3 kilometers. Okay. So from this point to this point, this distance will be 10 by 3 kilometers. Right. So distance is 10 by 3. So B has reached the new position 10 by 3 kilometers from its starting position. Alright. So the question is, what is the distance between A and B now? Okay. So what will be the distance between A and B? So let us see all these distances. This is 40 kilometers. Right. This is 40 kilometers. Okay. And what is the B position? B is in this position. So till here it is 20 kilometers because it had a 20 kilometer lead. And additionally, how much did it travel? 10 by 3 it traveled. Right. So the distance between A and B will be equal to 40 kilometers minus 20 plus 10 by 3. Okay. So how much will that distance be equal to? It will be equal to 20 minus 10 by 3. Alright. So this is equal to 50 by 3 kilometers. So 50 by 3 kilometers will be the distance between A and B when A reaches 40 kilometers. Okay. So this question is also the same type of question. So what is the question? You have to find the angle between the minute hand and hour hand when it is 4:40. Right. So let us draw a clock here quickly. Okay. So we are interested in this section. So for example, at 4 o'clock, what will be the point? This is the point. Right. So hour hand is here and minute hand is here. This is 4:40. So this is 4 o'clock. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4:40. Usually sometimes if people are not used to this problem, suddenly what they will do, so 4:40 minute hand will be here. So what they will do, so each angle will be 30 degree, right? So 30, 60, 90, 120. They will write angle as 120 degree. No, but that is wrong, because by the time the minute hand travels from this point to 40 minutes, so this is 40 minutes, right? See, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So this point is 40 minutes. So by the time the minute hand travels from this position to this position, the hour hand also might have traveled a little bit, right? the hour hand is not stationary there. Just like the B, A and B example which you have taken later, B is not sticking in that position. It is also moving with its own speed. So B also would have moved a little bit. Okay, but this angle 120 degree is important for us. I will tell you just in a minute. Alright. So our aim here will be finding this angle here. How much B has traveled, sorry, not B, how much the hour hand has traveled in this 40 minutes. Okay, so for 440, minute hand has to reach 40 minutes, right? It has to reach 40. So the distance, the time taken is 40 minutes. So the time which is over after 4 o'clock is 40 minutes. So you have to find what is the distance covered by the hour hand in this 40 minutes. Alright, so what will be that? So the hour hand will cover 30 degrees in how many minutes? 60 minutes. Right? So it can cover, so I'll just write it in reverse. In 60 minutes, it covers 30 degrees. Alright? So in 1 minute, it will cover 30 by 60. Alright? That means in 40 minutes, the hour hand will cover 30 by 60 into 40. Alright? And that answer is 20 degrees. Alright? So the answer is 20 degrees. So this angle will be 20 degrees. So we have to find this angle here. We have to find this particular angle. Okay? And you know that this total angle is how much? Okay, this is just like a simple geometric problem now. This total angles from 4 to 440 is 120 degree. And this angle is 20 degree. So what will be this angle? 120 minus 20 equal to 100 degree. So the angle at 440 will be equal to 120 minus 20 equal to 100 degree. Okay, let's do one more example. Let us say it is 355. Find the angle between the hour hand and minute hand when the time is say 355. Okay, so this is a little bit more interesting. Okay, so this is 3 o'clock. Okay, and this is 55. Okay, so but this will not be the position of the hour hand at 355. This is only for our reference. So the same method we can use. So in 60 minutes, the hour hand can cover 30 degrees. That means in 55 minutes, in this case it's 55 minutes, right? 55 minutes, it will be 30 by 60 into 55. So this will be equal to 27.5 degrees. So the distance which is covered by the hour hand in 55 minutes will be 27.5 degrees. This much it will cover. And so what is the angle between? So you have to find this angle between hour hand and minute hand. So how can you find the total angle here now? Okay, so let's see just how many segments are there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 segments. And 8 segments means each segment is having 30 degree, right? So you are having 8 segments. So the total angle here will be 8 into 30, which is equal to 240 degree, right? So the angle that you require will be equal to 240 minus 27.5. Okay, you can find this angle how much it is. So this is the way to find the angle between the hour hand and minute hand. If you are having any doubts regarding this, please put them in the comments below. Basically the concept here is that you just calculate how much distance in angles the hour hand has moved, and you see the total distance from 3 to 355 total angle. Okay, and from that you subtract the distance which is covered by the hour hand. Same as the concept which I have discussed for the time distance also. So if you have liked this video, please like, share and subscribe the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.